Hey, what's going on? Bill DeWeese here, pro voiceover talent and voiceover career coach. I hope you are enjoying this holiday season. I wanted to talk to you about something I get asked about quite frequently, and that is the use of contracts in voiceover jobs. I'm often asked, do I use a contract? What kind of contract do I use? Or any kind of agreement, with a client. And the answer to that question is no. I do not, and I never have in nearly 14 years of work and thousands of projects that I've recorded. I have never asked for a client to sign an agreement or contract. Now, occasionally I will have a larger, corporate client or larger brand client who has their own contract that they want me to sign, which is fine. That's not a problem. But that brings up two, I think, primary follow-up questions. And one is, well, how do you get paid? How do you ensure you get paid? Well, the reality is my collection rate, and I've been tracking this for a number of years, and my collection percentage hovers right around 99.7%, which means that I collect virtually every dollar that I bill over the course of a year. It has nothing to do with contracts. It has everything to do with how you collect that money, and I have a system in place that I've used for a number of years that I've never threatened. I've never sued a client. I've never had to get nasty with a client. It's nothing like that. And so if that's your paradigm, if your concern is, oh my gosh, I'm not going to get paid, and then, you lash out at clients if they're a day or two late, and you're approaching this all wrong, because there is no reason you cannot collect your money. The contract is not, from a legal standpoint, it may provide you protection and that you could sue somebody. But what I'm saying is you don't need to do any of that. And by the way, that discussion is far beyond the scope of this short video right now. The other question is this: why would I not have or require a client to sign a contract? Well, what I've learned over my years working as a professional paid voiceover talent is that, I guess that was redundant, professional and paid, is that the fewer hurdles that are in the way between you and the job, the more likely you're going to get that job. And in today's environment, now this is not always true, but I think the vast majority of work out there is the voiceover tends to be the last link of the production chain. And it's oftentimes it seems to be an afterthought. It's like, oh, we need this and we need this now. So rarely do I get a job that says, hey, take your time whenever you can get around to it. Or even, hey, if you can have it to me by next week. I mean, that happens on occasion, but it's rare occasion. Usually it's, how quickly can you get this to me? And when you introduce hurdles, and a contract is a hurdle because it has to be reviewed, it may need to be sent to, an attorney. I mean, you're slowing the production process, which means chances are they'll go to somebody else who will facilitate that job happening faster. So I try to eliminate as many hurdles as I can, and I see the contract as a hurdle. Now, that may seem counterintuitive to you, but I'm just telling you, and I'm not saying that you should do that, but I'm telling you that's the way I conduct business. It's the way I teach my students, because as I said, I have a nearly 100% collection rate, and that's billing hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. So you have to have a system that works. That's the main thing. So and if you're interested in learning how that system works and how I make sure I get paid, it's all in my voiceover blueprint, and below there's a link where you can schedule a call for that. But I get asked that question quite frequently. So I just wanted to let you know how I do it, how I approach it, what my results have been, and maybe more importantly, why I do it. So thanks for checking out the video. I hope you'll like it and give it a thumbs up, share, subscribe, and we'll talk soon.